Okay, page 3, moving right along. All right, so the lines are parallel. They didn't mark them. Bugs me. I'm going to mark them. If these are going to be parallel, then what do I know? And the measure of angle 4, and this cat right here, he's, oops, that's not 58, that's 4, equals 58. Then let's start filling in the rest. Well, angle 1, right across it's vertical, so it's 58. Angle 2 is its linear pair, so 180 minus 50, that's an 80, minus 58. All right, I know what some of you are saying. It's messy, Stuart, messy. Okay, you got it. I'll clean it up. Okay, 80. I'll make a nice 0 now. Okay, big. Okay, so let's take that away. Again, I need a calculator. So after my handy dandy calculator, I get 122. So that means 2 is 122. Its vertical angle, angle 3, is 122. Now, I know that alternate exterior angles are congruent. So angle 1 and angle 8 are alternate exterior. So I know this is 58. Its vertical angle is 58. And then 8 and 6 are linear pairs, just like 4 and 2, so 6 has to be 122. Or it could be the alternate interior with angle 3. They're congruent. And then angle 7 is 6's vertical angle, and that's 122. That's why you have to know vertical angles, linear pairs, right? Ciao. All right, I'm not too sure if any of you are struggling with this one. But this one's easy peasy lemon squeezy. My line of reflection is right there. And this thing just flipped on down to there. So the transformation is a reflection. Woo! Awesome. Okay, I'm just going to start all over and read the question. I tried to erase that other part, but I'm not that smart. If points in a coordinate plane are reflected in the x-axis, then 10, negative 9 is mapped onto what point? All right, again, I'm going to have to use my knowledge of the coordinate grid, okay? And then here's the x-axis, so it's going to flip across this line. So if my point is down here somewhere, because it goes out to 10 on the x and down 9 for the y, so it's somewhere there. It's going to be reflected across the x. That means my y has to change its sign. It has to become positive. So then the new point would be 10, 9. I have a hard time remembering the rules, but I know what it looks like on the paper, and that's how I do it. All right, substitution, what we've all been waiting for. So x, because the top one solved for x, is no longer going to be in the bottom equation. Instead of this x here, right there, it's going to be replaced with 2y minus 6. So let's do this. So negative 3 stays, the x goes away, and inside the parentheses we get 2y minus 6. And then we need the rest of the equation here, so I need to go plus 2y equals 6. Distribute. I know. I should have paused, but oh well. Now you get to see me struggle through my mistakes. Ugh. Okay, I finally got that 8 written. Plus 2y equals 6. Again, we're going to combine like terms because we're on the same side of the equal sign. So negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4y plus 18 equals 6. Easy peasy solving now. So I get negative 4y equals negative 12. Divide by negative 4. And then y equals 3. Now, you should know that my answer is going to look like a point. And the point is x and y. So the 3 goes into this part of the point. I still have to find x. So finding x is the next chore. So the way we find x is that we substitute it back into either one equation. So I like the top equation. So x, dang it. So x equals 2 times, and then the y becomes a 3, and then minus the 6. So 6 minus 6 is 0, and that is what x equals, and that's my answer. Remember, when we solve a system of equation, the lines will intersect. In this case, the lines intersect at the point 0, 3. So if I drew my axis system in, here's the x, and here's the y, 1, 2, 3. They would intersect at 0, 3. Well, sort of, something like that. Yay, we get to do it again. But this time I'm solved for y, so I'm going to stick in a negative 1 there. It's kind of hard to do. And then this guy goes in for y, because I'm solved for y. No more y's in the equation. So it will look like this. 3x stays the same, minus 1, parentheses. And then what goes in the parentheses? 3x minus 6. And then this will equal negative 16. Okay, distributing by negative 1. So 3x stays the same. Negative 1 times 3x is a negative 3x. Negative 1 times negative 6 is a positive 6. And that'll equal negative, oh, what? 3? What? I don't think so. Negative 16. Cool. All right, now here when I go to combine like terms, they cancel out. To me, that's the best thing that could ever happen. Then I only have to do is say, does 6 equal negative 16? True or false? Well, this one's false. Anytime you get false, it's no solution. We've done that before. No solution. Love it. All right, now I get to solve by graphing, which is really cool. So here, the y-intercept is 0, 8. We always start there. It's a point. We always start with the point. And then slope helps us move to the next point. And this will be 3 over 1. Remember, it's always right one. Okay, so I go to 0, 8. I can see that right there. Something like that. And then I go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. And I don't know, that's an approximation. That's not good, so I do the opposite. 1, 2, 3, down 3 to the left 1. And that's a better approximation. I'm going to keep doing that. Down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. And then I get a nice good line, sort of, that I can draw. Excellent. Okay, and then the next one is 0, negative 7. That's my starting point. And then my slope is negative 2 over positive 1. It's always right. It's always positive. And that's a negative 2. All right. So I'm at negative 7 here. Right here is my point. And then I go down 2 to the right 1. So that's there. And then I can do the opposite way. I'm going to do this until I hit the line. Helps me find the answer. And then this is the answer. And that point is negative 3 for x, negative 1 for y. Pretty cool. Alright, so there's some things that we just didn't get to, and we didn't get to how we solve these. So this one's a freebie. When it's on the final, I know how to give you a freebie. So it's a freebie. Alright, 29, graphing. I love graphing. But first, I need to take this top equation and solve it for y. But that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Subtract the x. You always subtract the x first. They cancel. 2y is less than. And then again, I like these are not like terms, so I cannot combine them. But I do like writing the x first, and I do like putting the negative 1 in front. And then to get rid of the 2, I divide everything by 2. And then I get y is less than negative 1 over 2x minus 4. And again, I start at 0, negative 4, and my slope is negative 1 over 2. So let's start there. 0, negative 4, and then down 1 to the right 2. Then up 1 to the right to you. Because it's an inequality, I'll be shading. Didn't get the E in there, almost. So I'll be shading. So, and because there's no equal to line, that thing there means it's dotted. So I'm going to dot my line, not very well. And less than means that it's going to go below. So I'm just going to put my little crocodile teeth below. So I know, and I love my colors. Okay, great. That one's done. Now we go up to the top, and my slope, my intercept is 0, -1, and then my slope is 1 over 1. Remember, there's a 1 right here, so it's 1 over 1. So that's cool. So let's go to 0, -1, and then up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. It has the equal to part, so it's going to be a nice solid line. And then this one is greater than, so I'm going to shade above the line, and there's my crocodile teeth. And then my crocodile teeth mix together to make yellow, and they come in yellow right here. That's where both of them are. And that's the answer. So now let's finish answering this question. So 3, -1 is right there. This is not a solution. -7 is right here. -4 is right there. That point is a solution. And then 1, 5 is way up there, right there. That is not a solution. -8, -6, close. It's right there, but that is a solution as well. Very cool. It has to be on the shaded area. And then remember, any point on this line is a solution. So anything here on this line could have worked. But this line is not a solution. So anything on that line would not be a solution. Like this point right here is not a solution. Or this point right there is not a solution. All right? Nice.